Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Now welcome to something, well, not different. It's a challenger or high rating spectate, specifically Grandmaster. Hi D with 2 gifty subbies, so much hi D. Today though, we are watching Corki. Now there's a very clear reason that we're doing this, because people for the last couple of days on stream have been like, Huz, do you know about the new build? Huz. There's a new Corki build. So it looks really weird. It involves items that typically do not go together. And from what I've been told, and we'll see if, you know, it's true in this game, it's all about his ultimate. So, the one thing I will say straight away about this build, it's probably very hit or miss, because your ultimate is a pure skill shot, and if you're not being accurate, it's going to be worthless, this build. Finds if you're in a Viego in a bush, and they're going to do a little bit of starting damage, and they force a flash, which is always good in the early game. Oh god, the level 1 is going nuts. Okay, so they can't get away. Viego's already flashed. Vlad is no flash, by the way. Flash by Corki gets Mundo the kill, and that's probably going to be that, but that's a crazy start. Mundo, by the way, is getting, by the time this video is out, he would have had a B patch nerf. Again, it's very rare that Riot do a patch, and then 2-3 days later, they're like, oh god, we need to do a B patch and actually nerf things. That just shows there are some very much broken things in the game right now that they just didn't put into the patch. One of them, they're nerfing Mundo, which I don't know. Oh yeah, I didn't put the timers on, thank you. But yeah, this Corki build is all about the ultimate. So you'll see, if I'm not mistaken, you'll see the Corki buy and the general items of this build. Again, it's so weird. It's like Ludens, Ravenous Hydra, so there's a contradiction there already. Horizon Focus. I think Muramana is involved. It honestly looks bizarre, like when it's all together. It doesn't look like it goes at all. So for this to be a Grandmaster game, the player that we're also watching, by the way, isn't exactly a Corki player as well. So you know, typically the higher rating you go, the harder it is to just randomly pull out a champion, because you're against people that play their champions to a Grandmaster level. Oh, he's dead! He died in the 1v1 Deluxe. That's quite a bad death from Corki. So again, not a great start from him. But yeah, randomly pulling out a champion that you don't actually play, the higher rating you go, isn't great. It's rough. So we'll see if how effective the build is. I'm very interested. I don't think I've seen... We've had some Corkis in my games recently, but I'm not 100% sure that any of them have done the new build yet. I'm not sure. Maybe one of them did, but maybe the game didn't go long enough to actually, see it. I don't know. But anyway, good start for the Lux, obviously, to get that solo kill. Apparently people are saying Manamune or Manamune or Mana, whatever, into Hydra is the usual start, apparently. So those are the first two. And then you might go into the Mythic later of Ludens. They have spotted a Viego, who still obviously doesn't have flash, and he's engaging. This is delaying himself to potentially get away. Again, Draven on the enemy team. Unfortunately, Draven not really a scary champion anymore. Corki roaming. They don't know Corki's here or something. Draven flashing away with the extra damage. 4 people bot lane. Very common to have 4 people bot lane at this start of the game. Jarvazar with a gifty subby that much dude. And that'll probably be it. I doubt anything major. Oh, bad by Yuumi. That's, sorry, Talon, I meant. And that is probably the end of this play. I think they might have pushed it a little bit too much in bot lane for the sake of the early game. And again, you are wanting to use your early strength of a Lucian. Again, weirdly, I would say Lucian is better than Draven in pretty much every aspect. Lucian's a lane bully, like Draven, but Lucian definitely scales better than Draven does nowadays. So, yeah. What rank is this? This is Grandmaster EU West, so very, very high rank. Alright, so Lux in mid lane. Hopefully Talon, Talon's stopping doing the camp for this gank, which I do agree with. Lux does have flash though and does a lot of damage to make the Corki back off. Talon go for an engage and they do get the flash, which is good. So, at least the gank did produce something. Always sucks when you gank and it's like, well, they didn't even flash, they're not even scared. Oh, is he dead again? Corki nearly died again to the Lux in a 1v1. So, you can see so far, this Corki is not feeling very comfortable. That's the way that I would define it. Obviously, starting tier. Typically, not a very good start for lane pressure. If he's not careful, he's going to die to a random Lux E. A random Lux E with Comet. His health is quite in that area that he might just die. But Talon is lurking. There might be warded. He's only level 3 Talon, by the way. Just sitting in a bush is typically not the best for XP either. Alright, so they are continuing going for this. This is a desperate gank. Yeah, Corki, I don't know what you're doing. This, again, Grandmaster level. You wouldn't probably guess it so far. That's just weird. Viego going very aggressive, but it's a Talon, so he will get away. Second death for Corki to the Lux, and that one was just weird. I really don't understand. Now, many people are like, Huz, are you sure this is a good video to watch? It gets better, clearly. There's a reason why I'm watching it, and maybe that's the point. Corki does not have a very good lane phase. He never really has. He is a scaling champion. And this build, from what he's not dead. Wow, and now Viego might be dead. From what I've seen, this build is all about scaling. Viego goes down, nearly gets the kill for Talon. Both junglers being a little bit over crazy in their play in some areas, obviously. But yeah, this build is about scaling. Weirdly, I think even more than the normal Corki build, which is odd because the normal Corki build is about scaling as well. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys like eventually, especially when we watch the video and the build fully starts going. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you like it? Do you like that it's a really wacky build, but it works? The damage numbers are apparently insanely high. Let me know. I don't mind kind of wacky builds per se. I just, obviously, you want to make sure that the build is better than the default one. Otherwise, there's no point doing it. Corki getting nearly what? He got one banged. Level 6 at the time. Lux, she leveled, I think, from the kill. Level 6, 100 zeros the Corki in one combo. He's having a bad game. Which, yeah, is going to make this game even more interesting. Because how does this Corki make a comeback? He's 0-3. He's, by the time he gets delayed, probably 15 farm down. In a Grandmaster game, you'd think he'd be out for the count. Like, how is he going to make a comeback? Well, we'll keep watching and find out. Because even I'm interested. So, first dragon is Chemtech. So, Viego, arguably a much stronger dragon taker than a Talon. I wouldn't typically see a Talon trying to solo a dragon where Viego can quite easily. And look at the poke damage that is just the Lux has. Again, Lux, if I'm not mistaken, in the B patch, that I am recording this before the B patch, is also getting nerfed. So, like, Vayne's getting nerfed. Lux is also getting nerfed. Finally, though, Corki hits his ultimate, level 6. So, again, this build is about his ultimate, but Corki has got no items yet. So, clearly, it's not going to really do that much. Whew, he nearly died again. Mundo goes down to the Vlad, which is bad by Mundo. And Corki just trying to do his best to farm, which, again, is going to be rough. Viego fighting the Talon. Level 6 advantage for Viego. Talon's just going to simply run away. Lucian Yumi trying to do a bit of bullying down in bot lane also. And now that the Viego has bullied away the Talon, does that leave the dragon up for the Viego? I guess we'll find out. Corki's still trying to just survive in mid lane. Poor guy, man. Woof. Alright. He's going back. He's got TP. So he can use that. He's got it up now. Passive is up very soon. And there you go. Viego does dragon. Yeah, he's got passive up. Will he take it straight away? He will. So could this be the start of a recovery? Could he try to go? He's teleporting. He's going bot lane, I think. Yep. He doesn't do anything. Mundo also teleports bot lane. He's going for the package. Kind of a desperate dive. He does get the kill with Yumi. And that does put this guy finally on the board. Can they do anything here? Can they dive a Viego? I'd say a very risky champion to dive. He's the type of champ. Meanwhile, Lux gets a kill but does trade with the Talon. Viego's the type of champion that could just end up with a quadra kill somehow here, but I don't think so in this time. He does go down. Yumi just survives and Lucian picks up the kill. Nice recovery there. And Corki gets himself a little bit of gold. Maybe not enough to warrant a comeback yet. If you look into the gold totals, the Corki is on 3.2k gold and the Lux is on 4.6. So Corki is 1.4 gold behind. That is quite bad. Nautilus overstepping his mark potentially, but Corki deals a bit of damage, does get the kill, but that now is a double kill for Draven. Again, exactly what you don't want to give. Draven typically, from what I've seen in League nowadays, he doesn't win lane. He just, if he gets a mistake on the enemy team, he can abuse the mistake like that. Like, he was just gifted a double kill there, and that can snowball a Draven. Draven can still try to snowball a game, but the game does have to end quite quick for him to be effective. So build so far for Corki. I'm not entirely sure what item he's buying first. It could be the Hydra, maybe. But we obviously will see. Again, just to explain, Ravenous Hydra with his ultimate, if I'm not mistaken with the new Hydra, it will proc off his rocket. So the rocket will be procking Hydra. It will be doing AoE damage even more. So that's obviously a nice interaction. Lucian kills the Draven in a 1v2, but then gets killed by the Nautilus. And yes, people have noticed in Twitch chat, the Yuumi has already abandoned her AD carry and is now permanently on a Talon. Typical, in a way, to be honest. Maybe it's not a great thing. Corki going aggressive, misses some of the Lux abilities, going for the damage, and just doesn't have quite enough DPS yet. Does miss a nice Q, lovely. And so in that trade, even though the Lux is much stronger, oh, nice Q, a nice rocket as well. Corki clearly won that. That little 1v1 there. Well played to Corki. He dodged the abilities finally. And, you know, the magic that dodging abilities gives is you actually can win a fight. And he will pick himself up an assist on the Nautilus. Lux trying to get away from the Talon Yuumi. Again, obviously very obnoxious, Yuumi in general. But even with a Talon, even more obnoxious. Is Talon dead? It's like a trapped animal. He will go down eventually. Corki doing some damage, has a Yuumi attached, but does back out in the end. Bit of a fiesta of a game, to be honest. For a Grandmaster game, for there to be over 20 kills in 11 minutes is quite high. But ult hits the Yuumi. That would have been hilarious if that Yuumi just randomly died. And yeah, Lux is very, very strong at the moment. I don't know if OP is the right word. I don't think she's overpowered. I think she is strong. But yeah, she is receiving a nerf. From what I know and remember, she did in patch notes. It might not be surprising that she's strong. She had something like 5 buffs in a row in like several in different patches. She got buffed in 5 different patches back to back to back. So that's clearly going to give you some strength. So yeah, she's getting nerfed. Okay, so Manamune purchase for Corki, but then obviously with the Vampiric. So like I think what someone said, it's Manamune to give you the scaling early, and then Vamp Scepter I think for the Ravenous Hydra eventually. Lux overstepping her mark, trying to get more tower damage, and does end up getting killed by the Talon with the Yuumi. But yeah. Again, Lucian also went down, by the way, for overstaying a little bit too much. And Mundo is now struggling somewhat against a Vladimir. Which, again, Vladimir, very strong champion. Do not sleep on that champion because, again, he's not that bad in the early game anymore. And his late game is still absolutely monstrous. Just don't split push on him, everybody. The amount of Vlads that you see split pushing blows my mind away because it's like, it's not his strength. Vladimir's strength is AoE damage. And also, every single target you affect with your ulti makes your teammate do more damage while they're affected with Vlad's ult. You're letting your team do more damage when you're involved in a team fight also. That is not a split-pushing champion. Alright, so Corki returning to mid. Still waiting for this kind of explosion. As I will give a slight spoiler, there's a reason we're watching this video, or game, is Corki does the most damage in this game by a lot. Like, a big margin. So where does that happen? So far, I definitely would say Corki is not dealing the most damage in this game. Probably Talon has got more damage than him right now. But Lucian probably has more damage than him right now. So where do we start seeing the absolute crazy damage come through? We shall see and wait and watch. But yeah, Nautilus in the area of Rift Herald does back out with Lux being there also. Hex Dragon available, so this map will not be one of the 2 new dragons, and straight away the Viego is there. Again, not too surprising, we mentioned earlier, Talon is not a dragon jungler, where Viego is. Like, Viego is a typical jungler that does care about dragons. Lucian goes down again. Again, you do have to feel sorry for him. He is alone now. So, yeah, Draven is being left alone, but Talon is not going bot lane, where Viego is. So this Lucian is having a hard time surviving, unfortunately. Lux overstaying, does get killed by the rocket, and now a fight is breaking out. Nautilus going for an engage. Viego, you can see, is in the area because his camouflage zone is here. And there he is. He misses the stun. Nautilus hits his. But now Nautilus is overstepping his boundary. And a kill for Talon, I'm guessing, with the dot. I don't think there's a panel. No. Unless I'm wrong. I've been doing replays for many years. And I do not believe I can see damage done in the game during the game. Again, the replay system of Riot, of League and that, it's alright. It's not great. It's alright. You have to remember, for many, many years, Riot didn't even have a replay system for League of Legends. Corki TPing top lane is going to look for the Vladimir. So here we go. Can he find him? There he is. He's going to package. Can he get the kill? He got the auto attack off, and that will lead for him to get the kill. He's being a bit cocky. Okay, he got it. He got the shutdown, though. That's nice. Yeah, only LCS has got that, but it's not... The damage done in that system is not to do with the replay, I'm pretty sure. It's to do... They have other stuff in the background that they've got going for them, like the actual game data. That's not the replay. They've got live game data. Viego top lane. Good W by Corki. Flashes the ultimate, and that will be a no-kill for the old OP Viego. He's on the back foot now, though, but lo and behold, a Nautilus top lane doesn't have... Well, he actually does have flash. Lux goes down to the Talon. He's trying to get away. Mundo flashing after him. Corki got W in one. Is going to make his way straight into a Viego. Goes through the Viego with W. Now can the DPS come through? Doesn't go through enough. And Viego will now return. Well, stealing the Corki gives him mobility, but Talon still, again, has 100% the Yuumi on him. Get incredibly obnoxious. But then Viego tried his best, I think, just to sneak a kill, but doesn't get it quite, unfortunately for him. Lucian's still a level ahead, which is quite impressive. Corki-wise, how much gold do you have, Corki? 1,200. He's probably quite close to his next item. Oh, God, my voice is going so dry. Oh, my throat is going dry. I should probably take a sip just to coat it so it doesn't die anymore. Build for I think he's waiting. No, he's not. Is he? Maybe... There you go. Ravenous Hydra, second item. So, Man Immune, Ravenous Hydra. Obviously, again, Ravenous Hydra, if we read it, attacks and abilities deal up to 143 physical damage to enemies near the target. So, again, your ultimate is a rocket that's dealing AoE magic damage, and then every now and then you get one called the Big One that deals basically double the amount of damage. And then this is dealing an extra 140 damage for those rockets. So that's the basic combo. You also have then Muramana, that obviously is giving you mana, but then attacks against champions deal an additional physical damage on hit. That might even help with your rocket as well. So everything so far is to help with this rocket damage. And that's what the build is. It's kind of weird. I don't know if Corki's ever had a build that specifically is targeting his ultimate to do more damage. Because again, his ultimate's very hit or miss. Literally, it's a skill shot that isn't the easiest to land either. He's also running, yeah, good point. He's also running First Strike. So he's also getting that every now and then, that 10% proc damage that makes that do more damage too. Everything's about just doing ultimate poke damage here. Alright, so Mundo tanking with a... Does he have a Yuumi? No, but here we go. Big, look at that burst damage. Not bad at all. He does have a Yuumi, and Nautilus is going to go down too. Mundo picks up one kill, and they do give Corki the next one. That was a lot of damage on that Draven. That was nice. So it's starting to ramp up. It's getting there slowly. What would be interesting to me now is to see what item the Corki builds next. They are going to go for the tower. Dragon is spawning in 30 seconds. It's Infernal. We have Infernal map this game, so both teams obviously would want that. You don't want to be giving away Infernal if you can help it. Corki going aggressive does take a lot of instantaneous... Look at that ult! Oh my god, that did do a lot of damage. That was the big one, and yes, it dealt a lot with the rocket. Snipe gets the kill on the Vladimir. There we go. The ultimate build is starting to work. Think of Corki in this way as like a mini Lux that does spammable ult. Look at the damage! He was getting wrecked earlier. Nearly absolutely annihilates that Lux. Okay, we're starting to get there. We are starting to get there. Oh, Viego misses. Talon gets the kill. Big fight happening. Lux goes to the big boom. Does get it. Draven auto-attacking the side. Doing no damage. Nautilus on the back foot. Corki getting one. Corki getting two. And... any second? Mundo getting three. Never mind. The damage is already now here for Corki. Remember, this Corki was getting wrecked in the early game. He was 0-3. He's now 9-5-10. What the hell? Like, his damage is high. It's literally 2 items. And he's like, right, I'm late game. Let's go. Boom, big damage. I wasn't expecting this, if I'm honest. God, the Vlad just got wrecked as well. Wow, okay. And what I would say is, this is obviously, as we mentioned earlier, an ultimate-centric build. It's not like he's doing no damage from other places. He's still doing damage. His Q, his ult, his E, his auto attacks. It's still doing damage. It's not like he's worthless with other things. And there we go, everybody. Luden's Echo, third item. Yeah. it's a really weird build. Because again, Ludens is giving you the extra burst every now and then for your rocket. It's a really weird build. Because remember, your rocket's scale of magic damage. Look at this! Boom, she's dead. Wow, she basically just got one shot. I can see why this build is strong now. Draven mispositioning. Draven with his shield bow. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Jesus. And again, still doing decent damage elsewhere as well. It's not like he's doing no damage. Viego off to the side. Yuumi chasing with the Corki as well. Big damage. One pops the shield bow. Doesn't hit that final one. Can he hit this one? No, he flashes. Will escape. Ooh. So yeah, this build spikes. Big damage. Vlad in trouble. Will they get the kill? Does get the kill with the rocket. Woo! So yeah, this build is a spike build. Pretty weak in the early game. You're starting tier. You're kind of giving away your lane phase. You hit your 2 items, and suddenly you're in the game. And then everything beyond that is a bonus. So Ludens is a bonus. I think you can buy Shadow Flame in this build. It's scary, man. I can see it why now. Like, why it works. Oh my god, he got queued but still based. He literally got queued but still managed to base in time. What? Jeez. Oh yeah, I was a little bit zoomed in. Thank you. Alright, so next is Hextech Alternator. Does also buy Zork Boots. I think the next item is Shadow Flame. I think. Lux is a shield champion. Nautilus is a shield champion. Draven a shield bow, which is a shield. So we'll be getting that magic pen. You know, obviously. Look at that rocket damage! Oh my god. I'm impressed. Genuinely impressed. I didn't expect it to do this much damage. I know people kept telling me about this build, but yeah. Oh god. Does get legendary. So there we go. 13-5-13 Corki has now taken the farm lead. And, you know, kind of feel sorry for the Lux. She, again, this is pre her nerf upcoming, by the way. I'm bulk recording at the moment, so I am really ahead. Big damage on the Vlad. This is not good rocket gets the kill. Lux is about to get nerfed tomorrow of me recording this. And it honestly feels like Corki just has so much more strength in a similar playstyle. Which is weird. Because remember, Corki is not an AD carry. A lot of people make that mistake. He is a magic damage champion. He does some physical damage, but he is magic. Big damage from Lux, though. But that's the point. That's big Lux combo. That's all she can do now for the next 20-30 seconds. Corki can continue going. Be in a Grandmaster game, which again is really hard to make a comeback in. He's gone from... Look at that rocket damage! Again, it's impressive because the rocket he can do... Like, he can do 3 rockets back to back to back. He can spam the rocket. Bam, big damage, doesn't get the kill. Bam, more damage with auto attacks. Bam, Draven and Exhaust does escape. It's constant. It's a constant bombardment of big damage. Rocket any second. Boom. Mundo gets the kill, double kill, surprisingly. Nautilus ult coming through, and that's probably going to be the game. So yeah, very quickly, I forgot to say the runes. First Strike, Magical Footwear, Biscuit Delivery, Cosmic Insight, and then Conditioning, Overgrowth, which is Resolve, and then he has gone Attack Speed, Ability Power, because obviously he does more magic damage, and then Magic Resist. So there we go. And he hasn't even hit level 16 in this game. Level 16, it'd be doing even more. King Z-Rex, thank you so much for the brand new tier 1, dude. But yeah, Corki, I believe, is donated, and I'll do it in the next couple days, and I am going to do this build. Because, wow, that... It was like, again, he was getting wrecked. He was 0-3. How is he going to make a comeback? He hits 2 item power spike, and then suddenly, kaboom, it does 1,000,000 damage. It's like, oh, okay. And it's only then scaling even more. Wow. That's impressive. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy, and now you understand the new Corki build that's popping up, throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I would say maybe play it before it gets nerfed. I do see this potentially getting nerfed pretty soon. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace.